This video is sponsored by Burger. Burger makes beautiful and protective cases. Thank you, Burger.
Oh, this looks kind of good, right? One sec, let's just lube up these lips. Oh, a little bit out of the lines. Hi. Hi guys. Welcome in to another video. We are here, as you've seen the title, to kind of round up this season of Bridgerton. I'm filming this the same day that I uploaded the finale. So first of all, before we even get into the video, I just want to say thank you to you guys for all the love and support on the videos. If you've subscribed from the Bridgertons, thank you for subscribing, thank you for being here. Hopefully you're watching this video. So yeah, it's a big alarm going off. But yeah, overall, just a really big thank you to you guys for watching. It really does mean the world. And also to all the new patrons, thanks for being over there, thanks for supporting the channel. Also does completely mean the world. But yeah, as you saw in the title, we are in fact ranking the Bridgerton people characters from season 2. I didn't actually make this list, I've just changed the titles. So if there is anybody missing, then I'm sorry, but let me know down below. And if you do leave a comment, I can always just let you know where I would have put them. But yeah, I guess with all that said, if you're watching this for the first time, you've not seen my reactions to Bridgerton season 2, go watch them. Check me out on Instagram, it'll be up on the screen there. Make sure to like, comment, share, do all the things, leave a comment down below. And yeah, let's get into this video. Okay, so kind of how I do this kind of thing is obviously we go down the line, speak about all the people, I kind of put them in a thing and kind of give you my thoughts on them now, obviously having finished the season, alright? So, at the top we have my diamond, of course, top of the top, need I say more. We've then got the talk of the ton, just below, so they're still a great character, they're just not my personal favourites. Next, in the middle, we've got a reputation possibly salvageable, right? So this is a person who I think is a great character, and I think they do obviously bring a lot to the show. But I do think they maybe have lost their way or they've made some stupid decisions this season that I don't necessarily agree with. Okay, that's kind of why that one's there. Next we've got Neria Pete from Whistledown. Basically, I don't really care about this character. I don't not like them. I don't like them. I don't really care. So that's why that one's there. And then last we have is Utter Scandal. Scandaloso. These are characters that I do not enjoy, don't care for, wouldn't care if they weren't in the next season, etc. You get the picture. Okay? So, cracking on.
Okay, so before we get into it, after filming, I've realised quite a few weren't on this list, so I'm just going to tell you now where I would have put them. So I realised that the guy that was trying to court Kate, I'm not sure what his name was, he wasn't on it. I probably put him in Neria Pete because I didn't really care, or even the bottom one because I didn't really like him either. So there's him, I did feel sorry for him a little bit. There's him, Madame Delacroix, she wasn't on this list, God knows how. I probably would have put her in the reputation possibly salvageable, probably put her in there. Mary Sharma, she wasn't on here, the mother. I probably would have put her in Talk of the Ton, absolutely. And Cressida Cowpat and her mam, they weren't in it either. I would have put them in the bottom one, fuck them. But yeah, I'm sorry so many were on this list. I just keep realising now and I didn't realise in the moment. So yeah, sorry guys, but enjoy!
We have first the dog. I'm just going to put the dog in Neria Pete from Whistledown because it's a dog. I will say I did like how they did the whole the dog didn't like Anthony at the beginning, at the end. Or not even at the end, kind of when they were true to their feelings, the dog liked him more. I thought that was quite funny. But yeah, it's a dog. Not much to be said. Next we have, now what's her name? It's one of Penelope's sisters, right? She's Featherington. But it's not Philippa, that's the other one, isn't it? I'm not sure what her name, Cressida? Cressida, I think it's Cressida, right? For me, it's not like I don't like her. Well, I don't like her. I think, yeah, utter scandal for me. I could put her in Neria Pete, but I wouldn't really care if she came back next season. because I don't really like the story about, obviously, her having to marry the cousin. I think it's all a bit odd. So I don't feel bad about that. I mean, I could easily put her in Nary a Peep, but where's the excitement in that? Next we have the new Lord Featherington. He's also going to be an utter scandal. Don't care for him, don't like him, he can go. He's a fraudster, he's a schemer, he's a bastard, so he can go bye. Next we have Daphne, my diamond, absolutely. She's the OG diamond. She did it for me this season, although we didn't really get to see much of her this season. Like, we had her in a few episodes though, so I'm grateful, given the fact that obviously this wasn't her season. I think she had some great storylines. I like that she was the one that first found out about Kate and Anthony. Yeah, I like her, I love her, she's a great character. She did it for me in season 1, she did it for me in season 2. There you go. Next we have Lady Danbury. I feel like from the beginning of the season I maybe would have put her in Nary a Peep. But no, I think I'll put her in the Talk of the Town. Because I feel like she is a great character. I don't really know, I don't really care much about Lady Danbury. Because I feel like obviously she's kind of the Queen's right-hand gal, isn't she? And I feel like she's just one of those people that obviously reinforces all these crazy, stupid rules, because obviously that's what it was like. Whereas I'm more on the fence of like, fuck the rules. Do you know what I mean? So I mean, I could put her in Nary a Peep, but I'll leave her in Talk of the Town for now, I guess. Meh. Like, I mean, she's not made any bad decisions this season, so I can't put her in a Reputation possibly salvageable, so yeah, I guess that's fine. Hi, sorry to interrupt, we will get back to the video, but I just want to take a quick second just to talk to you about today's sponsor, which is Burger. Now, I'm not talking about the food, I'm talking phone cases, okay? What I find a lot of the time with phone cases is you kind of have to discard style, luxuriousness, what other words is there? Beauty, right, for protection, because obviously phones cost a lot of money, people, so it's important that we do protect our phones. But Burger's got you covered, they do both, and I've got some phone cases here to show you, as well as iPad cases, etc. They use CloudGuard technology, which absorbs up to 90% of impact force, whilst doing it flawlessly.
I'd say I'm surprised, but I know who you are.
They're designed to last a really long time as well, so with continuous use, your design's not going to fade over time. They offer a massive range of cases to choose from. I've got a few here to show you, but they literally do all sorts. Like, I think it's like over 100 different styles to pick from, so there's really something for everybody. I picked these as well as this. So as you can tell, I did go for some colour, right? Y'all know I love me some colour, I love me some funky patterns. But yeah, so I just thought I'd show you quickly a few of the cases. So this is the one I've got on currently, a lovely little green moment. So as y'all know, I love me like the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, that whole vibe. So I thought these were a perfect option. They do come in 2 different styles. So we have the Elite cases, which are these 2. Then you also have the Tough cases. They come with a scratch-resistant glossy finish, as you can see, look, shining, woo. High quality designs, and they are slim and comfortable to hold, which is very important. They also were kind enough to send me matching cases. So I've got, obviously, this one in the phone case. They sent me the matching one for my iPad, as well as AirPods and MacBook cases. But guys, the gaggy thing is about the iPad cases, so obviously we all know like the pen goes on the side, right? But I was gagged to find out that there's also a slot on the inside to store your pen, so then when you're traveling and such, you're not going to lose it. Because I put my iPad in my bag all the time, and I find that like the pen always comes off. Not no more, honeys. So you can buy 2 phone cases and get 2 absolutely free, and you can also use my code at checkout, which is BradX15. It'll be on the screen, which will also get you 15% off. We love saving dollar bills. The link to get the deal will also be linked in the description as well as in the comments. So there you go check them out, see what you think, and let me know if you get any. We can be twins. Oh my god, imagine if we all get the same ones. But anyway, thanks to Burger for sponsoring this portion of the video. Now, let's get back to it. Next we have Penelope. We have Pen, we have Whistledown, okay? So, I made sure I waited to film this because I wanted to put the finale up and can I see where your guys' head was at in terms of the Penelope situation and the Eloise situation. And I will say, I'm still not completely sold on the situation because someone did comment that obviously like, the difference is Penelope doesn't necessarily have the name, doesn't have the reputation, doesn't have the protection that obviously the Bridgertons have. So that's not necessarily a reason why it's okay for her to throw her friend under the bus, but it does add to obviously factors why she didn't throw herself under the bus and just come clean. But someone also did put, why didn't she like Whistledown just start writing nice things about the Queen and then maybe the Queen wouldn't care so much? But I don't know if that would have worked because I mean it's the Queen, she'd probably just see through it, right? So I think Penelope for me, it's got to be in reputation, possibly salvageable. I feel like this is her category. She's pissed me off this season, I can't lie. I know some of y'all don't like Eloise and find it irritating. I fucking love Eloise. I mean, we might as well do Eloise now, I guess, right? Eloise, she gave me some comic relief that I needed. She's obviously on the fence that I'm on with fuck the rules. So I really do enjoy Eloise. So this whole situation, I'm more on Eloise's side, so I will put her in my diamond. I'm going to put her behind Daphne because, come on. Because I don't necessarily think Eloise is innocent in this matter. Like, I feel like she's not also been necessarily the best friend to Penelope. I don't really know, to be quite honest. But I just know that I wouldn't have thrown my friend under the bus to the Queen of England, okay? Wait, because didn't the Queen say, like, if you're Whistledown, let's work together? Why didn't Penelope just say, yes, I'm Whistledown, let's work together?
Or, alternatively, even better, come clean to Eloise and say, look, I'm Whistledown, I'm really sorry for everything I've said, and obviously how I've harmed your family, etc., but I did what I had to do. But then, rather than having to convince the Queen that Penelope's Whistledown, why don't Penelope help Eloise work with the Queen? Like, help her right? So then both of them aren't going to get fucking slaughtered. That sounds like a pretty good plan, do you not think?
Right? I still don't really know what they could have done differently, but I just know what I would have done, and that's kind of reflected here. And I just prefer Eloise's character this season. Next we have her, what's her name? Lady Featherington, I guess, I don't know. I'm going to put her in Neria Peak from Whistledown because I feel like she is a good character and she's quite entertaining, I think. So I don't not like her. Like I think it would be we'd be missing something without her in it because she did make me giggle a few times. Absolutely. I don't necessarily like her. Don't necessarily dislike her. She's just like an entertaining character with possibly some good plot points. I don't really know. Next we have Theo. Now I kind of feel sorry for Theo, so I'm going to put him in Talk of the Tom because I feel like he's not had a very fair shake of it this season. I do feel bad for him in obviously the regard that obviously him and Eloise were just born into very different families and that shitty that obviously does play a part in them being able to fall in love, etc. I think he really does like Eloise. I think he could see himself with Eloise. But obviously, I do think he obviously has his reservations because of obviously where she comes from. So, for me, Theo is the talk of the town. He is hot as well, which for me, it makes all the difference. He's gorgeous. He's a bit of eye candy. Like, I need more crushes on this show, to be honest. Like, there's enough fucking sexy people in there. Next, we have Neria Peep from... Oh, no, we don't. Next, we have Gregory and... What's the girl's name? Hermione? No. Harriet? No. I think it begins with a H, right? But I think I'm going to put both of them in Neria Peep from Whistledown because we didn't really see much of them. Next we have... Now, she's like the barman's like right-hand gal, right? Or is Mrs. I'm also going to put her in Neria Peep because did she give us much? No. She gave us nothing. It wasn't giving. We then have... Is it Philippa, this one? I'm going to put her with a sister because I don't necessarily give a shit if they're in the next one or not because the only sister I really give a shit about is Penelope because she's giving us something. I don't even know his name. I don't necessarily not care for his character, but I just didn't find myself that invested compared to other stories that were happening. I'm going to put him above Lady Danbury because without him, Lord Featherington wouldn't have been found out by Colin, wouldn't now be shunned. So he actually did us all a favour because I didn't like Lord Featherington. So yeah, I agree with that. Come through. Now, I don't know who this bitch is. Who is she? Is she another kid? Bridgerton? So I guess nary a peep because I don't actually know who she is. Next we have Colin. Now Colin is a confusing one for me. I don't really know what to make of him playing with Penelope's feelings because although, yes, Penelope's done things that I disagree with, okay, absolutely. She's not short of things that I'm like, okay, but I don't agree with him like bitching to his pals and saying like, I would never court Penelope, but yet you called her special earlier on in that episode. So it sounds a bit two-faced, so I think, to be honest, same category as Penelope. Oh God, right, now here's a complex one for me, right, Edwina. I think, oh, you know what, I'm going to put her in a reputation possibly salvageable because she irritated me this season, people, and I know a lot of people do obviously hold a bit of sympathy for Edwina. Absolutely, I can see why. Right? But she irritated the fuck out of me. She was too nice, she was gullible, she was naive. Was it her fault? Who knows? A little bit, maybe not, because she has lived quite a sheltered life, right? I will say towards the end, like I would say maybe the last episode, she redeemed herself a little bit, she came around real fucking quick, but I will agree with what I said, or put on the screen at least, in the last episode, and that is like, after obviously Kate bumped her head and fucking went into a coma and came back, right? She then decided that she wanted to hear her out and listen to her side of the story, right? What was up with opening the floor for questions when it first happened? But she was too busy biting her head off. And I understand, anger, sure. I'd be pissed, absolutely, right? But surely you'd want to know why. And I feel like there was none of that. Even in anger, there was no like, why would you do this to me, etc. Next we have Queenie. Now, I can't not put her in Talk of the Town because I don't necessarily live and breathe for the Queen, but she is that bitch. She was doing drugs this season. She calls the shots. She obviously now is on board with Kate and Anthony, which I love, but I didn't see that coming either. I think that was quite a shock for me. She obviously is setting up Edwina with the prince. Now that I would like to see it, right? We need her in it. She's an interesting character. Next we have, is her name Violet? Like, is the mum Bridgerton? Mummy Bridgerton? For me, yeah, she's in Talk of the Town. Actually, you know what? I think I might put her in My Diamond because she had great speeches in there. And I feel like she brought the emotive side of me out quite a bit this season. Yeah, I like her character. I think she's a lovely lady. She talks some sense, although she has got obviously a high ranking as a Bridgerton. I think she is quite level-headed. Yeah, My Diamond, sure, why not? Let's throw it out there. Okay, next we have Benedict. I'm also going to put him at the bottom of My Diamond because he's another one, brought a bit of comic relief. He was funny this season, possibly an alcoholic. Thoughts on that? I really enjoyed him as a character. He's fucking fit too. I wouldn't mind if Benedict turned gay. I feel like it could be a cool character to turn gay, potentially. I could see that for him. Next we have the footman. Now, I'm going to put him... I'm going to put him in Talk of the Town because he had me chatting. But like, the footman, I'm sorry, he was attractive and he looked like just like Theo. And like, he saw to it that Eloise got the note. He did it once again, did us a favour. He's similar to the guy that works in the bar. He kind of helped put things into motion. So for me, Talk of the Town. Okay, next we have Kate, of course, up into My Diamond, because she is. She's that bitch. She's not been golden, but she's provided top tier entertainment. She's looked flawless doing so. Her and Anthony, whatever, their chemistry is second to none. I just really like Kate. I think she was a good one to have after Daphne, because I feel like Daphne, she kind of gave us our like very by the book, beautiful, slightly like not scared of confrontation, right? She gave us that, but I feel like Kate was a great one to have next, because obviously like she was so far not into like this whole thing. She was purely here for someone else. I think it was a really cool way to have her be the main character, whilst her intentions weren't necessarily on being the main character. So yeah, for sure, top of the top, my diamond, abso-fucking-lutely. Next we have Anthony, last person. Top of the top of the top of the top. I'm sorry, he is above Kate in my opinion, because that man, don't get me wrong, he fucked me off with some of the things that he said, like right at the very beginning when he like obviously spoke to his pals and was like kind of engaging in the whole like women, get them bred, fed and wed, whatever it was. Hate that. So he did kind of piss me off towards the beginning, but there's no way I could put him anywhere else, guys. He is. To be fair, no, like him and Kate tied, right? And I've loved watching them. As of you guys, Canthony forever, baby. Canthony forever. From the first season, he had those stupid fucking sideburns. Getting rid of them was the best decision they made. I feel like from the first season to this season, like it's a completely different person. Like I don't even really recognize his character in a great way. I feel like he has matured and kind of found a nice middle ground of obviously being the leader of a household, which is obviously what this place calls for, but also being true, like obviously true to himself, letting himself find happiness, and it's been lovely to see that ride. So yeah, guys, that's my list. What do we think? I'm happy with it. I think I'm happy with it. What's not to like? Yeah, I think I'm happy with it. It's not bottom heavy, it's definitely top heavy, so that's great. I think that the interesting section for me is probably the talk of the Tom section. I didn't see me putting all those in there, but I mean, where else would they have gone? So yeah, this does bring us to the end of this video, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Let me know your thoughts down below. I will link this tier list down below in the description. So if you want to check out the tier list and potentially do it yourself and send it me, please send them me, or post them somewhere and tag me. I don't really care. Do the damn thing, because I love looking at them. And yeah, love you guys lots. Hopefully you don't hate me. I feel good about that. Goodbye. Also, coming next, Heartstopper. Heartstoppers? Heartstopper? I don't know. Let's go! Heartstopper! Should be coming very soon, potentially when you're watching this. Could be the next day. Could be tomorrow, or the day after that. Maybe the day after that. Okay, goodbye!